Research objective. For this report, we analyzed people who own Volkswagen Jettas, Mazda 3s, and Ford Tauruses. We feel that these three cars are similar in their target demographics. By studying them more closely, we can gain more insight in our target brand's positioning and advertising opportunities. The main purpose of this report was to determine, using MRI data, which demographics are most important in our brand, and which types of media we recommend for both marketing, mass marketing and niche marketing. Using indices and the percentage of product users, the data can be organized to help us to formulate an accurate decision. Volkswagen Jetta overview. The Volkswagen Jetta is a mid-size four-door car that has been produced by Volkswagen since 1979. It is Volkswagen's #1 selling model in the United States, and as of 2011, 10 million Jettas have been produced and sold worldwide.
Highest spreads. The highest index spreads are shown for the demographic variables for each brand of vehicle. The larger index spreads indicate a higher purchasing power for that variable. The Volkswagen Jetta chart shows that household income, race, home value, age, and education are the highest index spreads. Ford Taurus and Mazda 3 have almost all the same highest variables, except the Mazda 3 has child age. The two brand vehicles that most closely correlate each other are the Volkswagen Jetta and the Mazda 3 because their spreads are very close in numbers, such as household income for Volkswagen Jetta has an index spread of 208 and the Mazda 3 has an index of 207. Highest segment indices. An index displays the likelihood that a specific demographic segment will use a product. For example, Volkswagen Jetta has a higher segment indices in race with 210 and education with 147. The two other brand indices are much lower for these categories, which means for the specific race of American Indian or Alaskan Native and people with an education of postgraduate will most likely buy or already own a Volkswagen Jetta. When indices are moderately close to each other, this could mean that they may purchase a different brand for the desired product. For the Volkswagen Jetta, the index is 214 for individuals with a household income of $150,000 or more, and the Mazda 3 has a similar index of 212, which means people are also likely to purchase the Mazda 3 along with the Volkswagen Jetta. Here are the Volkswagen product users represented in graph form, showing percent down for household income and race, as well as home value and gender and age, and lastly, education.
Percent down comparisons. The first demographic we are comparing is household income. People with a household income of $75,000 to almost $150,000 have the highest percentage of owners across all three vehicles. Volkswagen has the highest overall percentage for this segment of income. The second demographic we evaluated was race. All three vehicles we considered had white owners as their highest consumer segment for race. The Ford Taurus had the highest amount of white owners. The Mazda 3 has the second highest, followed by the Volkswagen Jetta. All three vehicles have a very low percentage of ownership in all other races. The next demographic we considered was home value. Most of the owners of the three vehicles own their homes. Most of the Volkswagen Jetta and Mazda 3 owners have their homes valued between $200,000 and almost $500,000, while Ford Taurus owners' home values are mostly in the $100,000 to almost $150,000 range. The next demographic we considered was gender and age. When age only was considered, most owners of the Volkswagen Jetta are adults between the ages of 18 and 49. When we also considered gender, we found that most owners were women between the ages of 18 and 49. This was the same result for both Ford Taurus and Mazda 3. The last demographic we considered was education. Most owners of the Volkswagen Jetta and Mazda 3 have graduated from college or pursued higher education. However, Ford Taurus has their highest amount of consumers from those without a college education. Demographic mass marketing. We found we should market to people with a household income of $75,000 to almost $150,000. This segment accounts for almost half the vehicle owners. This segment is 62% more likely than the average population to own a Volkswagen Jetta. The second demographic we recommend are those who classify themselves as white consumers. White consumers accounted for a high majority of the vehicle owners. These consumers are 15% more likely than the average population to own a Volkswagen Jetta. The third segment we recommend are those who own a home valued in the $200,000 to almost $500,000 range. Almost half of those who own this vehicle own homes valued in this range. This home segment is 61% more likely than the average population to own a Volkswagen Jetta. Demographics, niche marketing. The demographic segment we recommend is the household income segment range of $150,000 plus due to the high index of 214 and medium share of Jetta purchasers in the 22.9% segment. The other demographic segment we recommend is the race segment of American Indians or Alaskan Natives. This is due to the high index of 210 with a small share of 1.2%.
Media vehicles, mass marketing. Using the MRI data, we were able to determine the top 5 media vehicles for mass marketing. These 5 media types all have a combination of high indices and a large percentage of product users. For the Volkswagen Jetta, the most important media vehicles are websites, television, radio, magazines, and cable television. In the website category, the top 5 websites to advertise to a mass market are Facebook, YouTube, Wikipedia, Amazon, and Google Maps. Facebook is our first choice because it has an index of 164 and 61.35% of its users are Volkswagen owners. As you can see, the charts show the rest of the results in greater detail. Media vehicles, niche marketing. Next, we analyze the media vehicles that would best fit the Volkswagen Jetta in a niche market. Using the same 5 media channels, websites, cable, radio, TV show types, and magazines. However, this time we use the MRI data to determine which specific media outlets would allow us to reach an audience with a high index and a low percentage of product users, as can be seen in the charts. This concludes our MRI presentation. Thank you for watching.